Ladies and gentlemen, this is part 3 or possibly part 4 of Eric DUBAY was correct. The earth is flat. Always was and always will be. See this water here? See how flat it is? Okay, as you can see, I am on the same beach and the same staying at this resort here. And what happened to the sky right there is that the Z pattern within a matter of about 3 or 4 minutes, and the circular clouds disappeared almost instantaneously. And there's a reason for that, and that is because the people who control this world, who are not Mr. Obama, although he represents the control factor of the world itself, the elitists, watch this. Because the elitists are going underground. I will prove this to you. Just like that little clam, little hermit crab went underground, the elitists are going underground. They are disappearing. Maybe I'm wrong and maybe I'm right, but I'm never wrong and I'm always right. And now let me tell you what happened. I made a discovery. We're going to talk about liars. In the Philippines, the word liar is bakakon. So it probably might be in the title, maybe, possibly. Bakakon means liar. Mr. Obama, he is a liar, so he is bakakon ka. If I am lying, I am bakakon ko. So the elitists, the people that run this world, the Vatican, the United States government, the Bank of England, my friend Manny from Manny's Skywatch made me aware of the Swiss something. I forget who they are. You have to go to Manny's Skywatch channel to find some of the truth. But more truth is on Eric DUBAY's channel about the flat earth. Because the people who run, the people who control this world, the people who really control the world, the people that George Carlin was talking about, George Carlin told you that there's a group of people that may have the brains to form an opinion. Those people have always controlled this world. And when I say always, I mean for billions, not millions of years. You see, what happened is the sky was blue. I could see Cebu, and I could see Dumaguete, Oslab, from the side of Cebu. Oslab was right there just a few minutes ago, half an hour ago. The sky was blue. There was a circular cloud formation in the sky. And within 45 seconds, the sky turned gray, like this, and then my battery died. I went home and got back to the unit and got a battery, and the back came back here, and it was pouring rain. So from a blue sky that you could see for 35 kilometers, 17 miles, was blue sky, clear blue skies. And within 45 seconds, they made it rain. Now, there are videos that they have been seeding clouds since the 1930s and had the ability to make it rain many inches or even meters of water in Vietnam within a matter of an hour or so by seeding the clouds. That's what they did here today. Now, the people that control this world, that is flat, I will agree with Eric DUBAY. I have watched enough of his videos to agree that the earth is flat. This water is flat. 34 kilometers away is Dumaguete. 17 kilometers away is Cebu. I can see their shoreline. My friend Nick, as I repeated once before from Taco Rack, gave me the formula. We did the formula on Skype. I shouldn't be able to see 192 feet of the shoreline of Dumageddon and about 80 feet of the shoreline of Cebu, and yet I can. So we have been lied to repeatedly by the powers that be. Now the powers that be are not Mr. Obama. Mr. Obama is not in charge of much, but he is the puppet. Mr. Obama, you are the best. You are number one. We love you. We love you, Mr. Obama. You are number one. I am Michael Fazio. Hello, guys, in the White House. I will have for you a Merry Christmas from a Michael Fazio and the Rabbi Chewbacca in the Philippines, baby. That's right. So, okay, so we're going to go back to Mike Rivero. Mike Rivero, Illuminati hand sign. I am in the Illuminati always. Alex Jones. I am part of the Illuminati, part of the elite in hiding. This and this and this. Oh, this one is a good one. He does this with the pen. David Icke, reptilians. Totally throws you off track. Jordan Maxwell, total bullshit. Jordan Maxwell. Total bullshit. He keeps leading you to this fasci on the dollar bill and that fasci in the church, but yet he says he understands the ancient technologies of the world and that this world is controlled by ancient beings. He says it. He says the same thing I came to without. I came to all of this knowledge through my own personal research. No research whatsoever was done before I wrote my book. I wrote my book and then I went online so I wouldn't be exposed to randomly looking through websites for information. I wrote my book using two things. I used the King James Bible, which is the Mason's Bible, and I used the $1 bill. The $1 bill. Now I'm not representing the Illuminati. The $1 bill and the King James Bible. Both of them were created billions of years ago. Not millions, billions. Proof of that is you can Google the word Nautilus on the $1 bill. Nautilus is an ancient sea creature, and there is a picture of a Nautilus on the $1 bill that is this big. In fact, it is my logos on my home page, but when you go to the video, you will see clockwise or counterclockwise a perfect Nautilus on the $1 bill. It's not approximate, it's an exact replica of what a Nautilus looks like today. Today, December 23rd, 22nd, 2015, and 330 million years ago in the Cambrian age. There is a Nautilus on the $1 bill. Right, Mr. Obama? Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Cannot lie to Rabbi Chewbacca. Yes, Michael Fazio, there's a Nautilus on the $1 bill. And finally, we have one piece of the truth from Mr. Obama, who I have in a bag to protect him from the Ulan, which is rain. Ulan, O-L-A-U-N, Ulan is rain. This water is Dagat. Dagat means ocean. Dagat, D-A-G-A-T. And Basa means wet because it was raining and now it's not raining. So we have Mr. Obama in the bag. I am protecting you, right, Miss? Yes, Michael Fazio, you are protecting me. I am the protector. I am. So, we're going to go back. Eric DUBAY, I believe, because he has a deep understanding of the esoteric technologies and truths of the world. The other guys either followed him or preceded him, but don't display the same amount of vigor and vitality and truth as Eric DUBAY. Notice when I'm talking, I don't do Alex Jones. I don't do that because Alex Jones is a Satanist, my friend. I don't do Mike Rivero because Mike Rivero is part of the crew. Mike Rivero lies about planes. He immediately takes you off his channel if you say that a plane did not crash in Pennsylvania or into the Pentagon. You are immediately, the phone is cut off, because all of his other stuff about Israel and Russia and the United States economy has a lot of truth to it. But that is the one section, the one section Mike Rivero will not talk about are the planes that didn't land or crash land in Pennsylvania or into the Pentagon. So that is his proof that he is part of the elite group. You know this to be true because they have allowed him to live, even though he badmouths Israel. When he does this, that's his job, to badmouth Israel. Alex Jones's job is to badmouth the Muslims. And then until just recently, when there was 28 pages released after 13 or 14 years, they found 28 pages which proves, according to Mike Rivero now, which he didn't say before, he didn't agree to, he didn't believe it, but now he believes that 19 Arabs knocked down the World Trade Centers. That's all bakakun, which means liar. Bakakun ka, Mike Rivero. Bakakun ka, Alex Jones. Bakakun ka, David Icke. And that's how you know who is part of the elite. They have all jumped on board with 19 Arabs knocked down the World Trade Center. And yeah, they have evidence that Osama bin Laden's family and I don't know, 20 other people or 30 other people were taken out of America a day after 9/11 when there was a total lockdown on flights. That's probably true, but it's not that Osama bin Laden was behind the World Trade Center. It's not that the Arabs were behind the World Trade Center. It's not that the Jews were behind it. It has nothing to do with the Jews. The Vatican, the Arabs, has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the people that have given you the flat earth theory, when nothing could be further, the round globe theory, when nothing could be further from the truth. The earth is flat. I'm telling you. I have been 30 miles offshore, which means 300, well, it's exponentially greater. So 30 miles offshore, I've seen the shoreline of the World Trade Center with a pair of German binoculars from my dad's tugboat. In 1973, I worked on the tugboat as a deckhand. I was about 18 years old. I've seen the World Trade Center on a clear day from 30 miles. I saw Brooklyn Battery Park Plaza. I saw the cranes and the rigs with a pair of binoculars from 30 miles away, because these were German U-boat binoculars mounted to a tripod on a clear day. We were out in the ocean 30 miles away on what is known as a burning barge. They were like 40 meters wide, 30 meters wide, and 50 meters long. And they fill these things up with timber, creosoted lumber, and deck lumber from the old docks along the shoreline where the World Trade Center was being built. It was underneath. It was actually the red light district, lower west side. It was a really scary place if you didn't know where you were at night. And in the daytime, there were prostitutes and gays and lesbians all up and down the pier selling drugs. You could buy drugs out in the open market. You could buy prostitutes. Basically, all that stuff was legal at that point. But moving past that, I saw the World Trade Center and Battery Park through a pair of binoculars that were from where my hand is, this long. They were about 14 inches long. The optical lenses on the front side were about that big, and you looked through them and you had an adjustment. You could see they were German U-boat binoculars. Carl Zeiss, maybe? They were German made. My father He wanted those binoculars, but he didn't get them. But I did use them. But moving past that, Eric DUBAY tells you the truth. My friend Manny from Manny Skywatch turned me on to Eric DUBAY. I said this in a previous video. I made the discovery that the Ark of the Covenant's on the dollar bill. The Vatican controls the United States government. I made the discovery that the Yale Skull and Bones is on the dollar bill. Yale Skull and Bones is under the control of the Vatican. And I made the discovery of the Bohemian Grove Owl on the dollar bill, which is controlled by the Vatican. I made that discovery. Nobody can take that away from me. And that guy StarPass that said stop betting people $10,000 that I can prove you wrong. I think you said it as a joke, but if you think that you can prove me wrong, I will accept your donations to the Fazio Foundation. But I think you were kidding. I hope you were kidding, because you can't prove me wrong. So I remember that one comment of all the comments in the last 3 months. Okay, so here we have a society that placed a pictograph of a real Nautilus on the $1 bill by folding it one time. Google Nautilus on $1 bill. Okay, here you have a society that put a logos that's this big. This big. It's 1/8 of an inch when you fold the bill. It's a perfect depiction of the number, the Yale Skull and Bones logos, which is on their website, which, by the way, on the Yale Skull and Bones website for pictures that represent the Yale Skull and Bones is the picture that I have on my channel video of the Skull and Bones on the dollar bill. One of 300 or 400 pictures is my picture. Yale Skull and Bones Society decided to use my picture from my video, which is allowable. I let them use it, but they decided to use one of my pictures on their website. So, do you think they would put that on randomly? I don't think so. And when you Google Skull and Bones, you will come to many of my videos. And when you Google Skull and Bones on the dollar bill, you can only come to my videos. And when you Google Ark of the Covenant on the $1